Hello everybody, welcome to Nineworks TV. It is a glorious Thursday and I'm in another Porsche showroom, and as I like to do these days, I like to get excited about the cars and show you, and hopefully you can get excited too, and we'll have just a little walk around really, 5-10 minutes or so, show you the goodies. I'm in Chichester, I'm at Philip Raby Specialist Cars. Phil and the team here have their cars on the Nineworks marketplace. So I'm here doing a video on something else actually. But yeah, as I said, it's a toy shop tour. The theme for this episode is quite interesting because, look at this by the way, how rare is that? But yeah, the theme from a Porsche perspective, we're not here for Aston Martins, is affordable Porsches, because the cars that I'm going to show you today, they're all sub £25,000. And there are a lot of cars that are Porsches that are sub 25 grand out there, of course, but very few of them come with a warranty. Even less of them come with a six-month warranty. All of these do, and indeed all of the cars on the Nineworks marketplace are all backed by a warranty. Go to nineworks.co.uk/Porsche marketplace, take a look. We've actually just put a new feature on there, so when you're browsing the car, you can see specifically how long that warranty is. And again, it's just something we like to do to promote the quality of the car, the preparation, and basically the fact that dealers, and we only work with proper specialist dealers, you know, they're happy to back that car, quite often with their own cash. So it should give you a little bit more confidence rather than just kind of buying on spec blind from an online auction or anywhere else, which is hella dangerous unless you really know what you're doing and know these cars mechanically. So that's the plug. We're done now. Let's get on to the good stuff, which is take a look around at these cars, and yeah, I'll spin you around as a result and take a look. So yeah, look, affordable Porsches, sub 25k. We'll start with something that is bang on that money actually. It's 24,995, and we've got, to my mind anyway, the quintessence of a 996. 996.1 C2. I'm sure I've bored you with this before, but what you're looking at there is the lightest water-cooled Porsche 911 of all time. If you want a Porsche that's back to basic purity, then this is it. Manual, rear-wheel drive, non-sunroof, as you can see. The colour's an interesting one, isn't it? It's Vesuvio grey metallic. Really, really interesting colour. Changes quite a lot in different lights. Almost has like a bit of a purple hue to it currently. But yeah, under sunlight, there's like a rich greyness that really kind of comes through, which is really nice on this. So yeah, that's the colour of it. So high intrigue there. Manual, as I said, we'll take a quick look in there. It's also got cruise control in here, which is pretty rare on a dot one, I have to say. But again, as you know, with dot ones, you know, like you've got the door bins there, there's no glove box. It's all just, yeah, wonderfully early 996 stuff. And yeah, as I said, 1,320 kilos is the curb weight from factory for 996.1 C2. Very, very nice indeed. And it's 24,995, so 25 grand for a 996 that comes with 6 months warranty. Beautiful. Next to it, we've got the C4 variant of 996 Gen 1. And as I'm going to demonstrate, going from vis-a-vis to vis-a-vis, to the every man and woman parked curbside, you won't really tell the difference. Connoisseurs will point to the brake calipers and go, ah, yes, that's the C4 because it's got the grey calipers. And yeah, you'd be right, of course. But otherwise, you know, ostensibly, they look pretty much the same. In terms of handling, I've made noises about this before on my videos, you know, unless you are driving like your hair's on fire and or breaking the law, on the road, you are just not going to really be able to tell the difference dynamically between the C2 and the C4 variants. There's 50 kilos difference in weight. Obviously, it's more forward, you know, over the nose predominantly. But as I said, you know, there is such like sophistication with how these cars are set up that actually, unless you're really, really, really pushing hard or you're on track, you're not really going to notice it, to be honest. So yeah, give it a go. If you own one currently and you're thinking, well, actually, it is really understeery and this, that, the other, it feels heavy, get it geoed. I say this to a lot of people. That is often the difference between a pleasant and an unpleasant Porsche driving experience with these, is change the geo first and see how you get on. It may bring up other things like worn arms and bushes, but that's kind of what a geo's for, really. But anyway, yeah, C4, this one's Tiptronic as well. This is 19 grand. What's that say there? This will help me out. It's actually, that says 20, it is 19 now, I promise, if we can zoom in. 87,000 miles, wearing the mileage really nicely in there with the black interior. Yeah, I think that's nice. It's got the speakers in the doors. You probably not be able to see there too much. Yeah, there we go. So it's funny, isn't it? You know, this is kind of a very different car to this one. This is like your weekend hooning car. I just think for that, you know, you stick a PCCM Plus in there. That's a really nice, fun place to be, I think, for a bit of daily driving in the week. Really, really nice. A C4S Arctic Silver, looks stunning, that's gone. Carrera GT, we're not going to talk too much about this because all of these cars that I'm covering today are sub 25k. This one obviously isn't, but I've done a big video on this previously. It's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it, to be honest? It's no hardship looking at it. But yeah, check it out, full-length video on Nineworks TV. It was about a year ago. The car was since sold, and yeah, the owner enjoyed it for a year and has chopped it back in for something else, which means it's somebody else has a lovely opportunity there to own a really cool piece of Porsche history. And yeah, if these cars are good enough for Derek Bell, MBE, then it's certainly good enough for the likes of you and I. This car has just came in, 996 C4S. Again, you know the rhetoric from me with these, possibly most iconic and beautiful, most voluptuous rear end to any 911 ever. This one is awaiting prep, so excuse the appearance for now, but we will have a quick look, if we can, at the rear, because yeah, with that red light bar going all the way across, that really is, for me, as good as it gets. Manual, black interior, bows as well on there. It's got PCM, which you'd probably want to upgrade now. Heated seats as well. There were a lot of C4S 996s made, so you can be picky in terms of spec and condition, to be honest. And as I said, this one is awaiting prep. So if you want to discuss that with Phil, give him a call, see what that will look like on the other side of Philip Raby's preparation. Look at this, right? A fantastic number plate, by the way. It's not mine, haven't bought it. Wish I could in a way. This car is just 11 grand. I remember when these came out new, I think they still look fairly fresh. They don't look brand new because cars have moved on in size more than anything else, but it certainly doesn't look as old as I would say it was. I think it's a 2012, this possibly. Meteor Grey, it's Mark II Cayenne. It's diesel, so economically it's the most friendly of the bunch. Inside, I think, is a big win because, again, it's, you know, it doesn't look like your classic Porsche, does it? And it's got a huge spec on it. Pano roof, air suspension, cruise control, park assist front and rear, heated rear screen. Is this not a lovely place to be? I think it looks great. I actually think it's 100,000 miles, by the way, on the clock. Worn really nicely. I usually think that later Porsches don't tend to wear the miles as well as the old ones. But this appears quite nice. We can get a focus on the clock. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, a very, very, very nice place to be indeed. Let's have a look at that pano roof again. And that goes right the way back, by the way. Had one on my old Cayenne back in the day. It really was awesome. So yeah, look, that's 11 grand's worth of Porsche. It's incredible. So much tech wrapped up in there. And again, comes with a 6-month warranty for peace of mind, which is good. We got some more C4S action here. Midnight blue is the colour this time. The wheels are not stock, but there are original wheels available if you so wish. It looks like we've got, yeah, Tiptronic in there. That looks like the dark blue. I can't remember the name of that dark blue now, which is terrible considering I've got it in my own 996. There we go, Bose as well on the sound. That seems to have an aftermarket unit fitted in there for some modern connectivity. Sport exhaust as well, very, very nice. I think this one's up for 25 or 24. Again, check the Phil Raby website for that. But yeah, it looks really nice. And again, something a little bit different if you don't want the usual silvers that these cars come in. So we'll finish with this really. This is a sub 20 grand car, 996 Gen 1 Cabriolet. Seal grey this time. And again, connoisseurs among you may notice the fact that this has got the Aero kit. What is the Aero kit? It was available on Carreras of the time. Basically kind of gave it a bit of a GT3 look. So tweaked front bumper. And actually, if I can spin round, I'll give you the difference. So there's like the stock Gen 1 bumper. Then you've got the GT3 look, which is kind of slightly chunkier, bigger like front chin there. Also got side skirts, as you can see there. Two-piece lightweight GT3 wheels and the fixed wing as well on the back. Which normally I would say, you know, wing and cab don't go. But I think it looks all right, you know. Don't mind that at all. With the their equipment tailpipes on there. So that's a really nice car. I think that's 82,000 on the mileage from memory. It is manual. Again, I just think, and let's have a look at like seat bolsters. Looks good, doesn't it? Looks good. Looks like it's been really nicely looked after. And these, you know, 996 cabs, that was the first time where, because the car was new from scratch, where it was 993 and everything before it, designers basically had to wedge increasing tech into what was a 30-year-old car with the air-cooled stuff. And that's why the cabriolets, you know, the hood, when retracted, always sat quite awkwardly on that rear haunch. But with the 996, where it's a fresh design, designers could factor in a bespoke-made cabriolet roof, which can be operated while the car's on the go. And when it's down as is, it can be stowed really nicely and really, really neatly. So it looks fabulous. And in case that's not coming across on the video, I really am impressed with the condition of this. It really does look good. The wheels have got to be freshly refurbed at some point, because they look really good. So that's a really nice, well cared for example by the looks of it. So that's it, everybody. You know, just a very quick kind of tour to say, just look how much Porsche you can get for your money. You know, all 25 grand or less, excusing the Carrera GT 924 in the corner. Kind of pick your poison, really, of where you want to go. I really like the idea of this. I think that's just got like fun hoot written all over it. But again, as I said earlier in the video, the C4 Tiptronic, that's a very different car. They look so similar, don't they? But that's a very different car, very different usage out of it, and a lovely place to be. So yeah, there we go. A quick look at the cars here at Philip Raby. Take a look online, Philip Raby's website, but also the Nine Marketplace, where, as I said at the top of the video, all the cars backed with lovely warranties, and you can now see the specific warranty length for each car for the over 100 Porsches that are on the marketplace. So yeah, that's about it. Thanks for joining us on 9wax TV. Very, very, very special video coming on Sunday. I finished it, it's queued, it's waiting to go. Think 3,500 mile road trip to Sicily, retracing a certain iconic race in the Porsche that's named after it. Very, very special. The video's over an hour long, and it's worth watching on your telly rather than your phone. So that's coming Sunday. I'll release that at 9:11 a.m. because that's how we roll on 9wax TV. Thanks for watching this live TV broadcast. Thanks for all your support as always, and we'll catch you soon on another live Toy Shop Tour.